Hello, and welcome, my Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon next in August 2021. Happy birthday, my lovely Leo sun signs. I am your reader, Angelo Lyons. Mal for short. Got Mal? Professional witch, professional intuitive president of Drawing the Circle Productions. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, Leo rising, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Well, guess what? Apparently all those YouTube readers were right. A twin flame, God forbid. An old flame has returned to my life, and we have a tentative dinner date for tomorrow night, and he's a Leo. And he's not on social media, which is sort of the best thing ever. So, very much looking forward to that. Guess what? Some of these readers are right. Let's get down to business, shall we? We are doing a 5-card draw. 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints you need about a specific timeline. We are looking at the new moon in Leo. Yay, our new moon of the year. Leo rising, if I didn't mention it. That is on August 8th, 8/8, Lionsgate, blah, 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 9:52 a.m. Eastern Time. I am from New York, and you know how shy we are as New Yorkers about telling people where we're from. Looking at a waxing moon reading, right? You plant the seed, it goes, boop, 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 boop. It's bigger to the full moon. But the full moon's a little tricky this time around because it goes void of course 8 a.m. on Sunday, 8/22. If you don't know what void of course moon is, it's a long story, but it's essentially the moon is in between signs, and then it goes full 2 minutes later, 8:02 a.m. So it's still void of course. We got a void of course full moon, so we'll go into Pisces at 8:43 a.m. So you do you. I know a lot of people don't care about the astrological timing, but I am a Virgo. I like the precision of it all. Timing do be everything. That being said, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from these 5 different decks of cards, each consecrated to a different pantheon of the divine, as well as representing for these reads the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, spirit. And if you would like to book me for a private reading, there is a video I did on it explaining what goes down in a reading, as well as how to book it. It's very simple, but it's better than saying it every single read. Yeah. I guess that's about it. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. All the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box, along with a lot of links to my Vimeo stuff, actually. And if you're not, you might want to follow Drawing the Circle Productions on Facebook, our Facebook page, or join up in my Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, private Facebook group, because I'm going away for a couple of days to go see my family up in Saratoga, New York. So I took my Buffer app and I just loaded it with all sorts of workshops from my past catalog on Vimeo. I think you'll dig it. Otherwise, you can follow me on Twitter at ProfWitch. That's there too. Otherwise, let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. I love these reads. We're going to start with your element of fire, represented by the magical spell card. It's by Lucy Cavendish. She's got the coolest name ever, and if you don't say it with the brogue, I don't know what matters. Here we go. Breathe. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, please, 1 card in clarity to represent their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what they desire. Help them focus their intention, please, with the perfect magical spell card for this new moon in Leo, waxing to full August 2021. And your spell card is Safe Home. Now, someone else got this. Aries got this. You know, I write them all down in front of me, and I notice that elements have a lot of repetition. So Aries, Leo, let's see if Sag gets it later. But the spell fragment here, I cast this circle, roundabout, safety now is beyond doubt. Now, I will say that safe home can very much about feeling safe in your own body, in your own skin. However, I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. It's the lesson, the review lesson I'm doing in Course in Miracles. So we are not bodies, right? And nor are our homes, our true home, our true homes higher than this world. But that sense of safety, particularly in the times we are in, I could understand anybody casting for that at a new moon. waxing it a little bit every day to full. All right. There's your element of fire. Your element of air will be represented by the Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. Whether you have the stone indicated or not, you run out and get it or order it if you want. But it does have oracle messages. So let's see what that's about. This deck is dedicated to Archangel Ariel, my own personal archangelic lineage. She is the Archangel of Lyons. I'm Angelo Lyons. So you take your synchronicities where you get them. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, element of earth powers of the north, please, for a crystal oracle here, their element of earth, to help them ground this, to help give them maybe a little touchstone, a little something to remember, as well as an oracle message for them to ground and bring into manifestation this safe home in their element of fire. Excuse me. I don't know if that's somebody needing to cough something up and spit something out, or if that's just a half and half of my coffee. Let's see. What do you got for them, my beloved Archangel Ariel, this new moon to full moon? Next. Oh, this is a tricky one, and this is a rare stone. There are stones in this deck I've never heard of, and I've worked in the gem and crystal business for New Age retail since the 80s. Stitchitite, S-T-I-C-H-T-I-T-E, and serpentine, the in-laws. Anybody? Peter Falk. Peter Falk, who else was in that? Alan Arkin, I think. It's one of my family movies. I grew up. Serpentine. All right, Stitchitite and serpentine. Diddle-I. Let's see what's going on. This one does not come up that much, so here we go. Oh, is this a two-pager? No, it's a one-pager. Let me read you from the bookie book. Stitchitite and serpentine. Meditation. Clearing your energy centers, and it's spelled C-E-N-T-R-A-S. How European. And detoxifying your thoughts. Well, how dare you imply that my thoughts might be toxic. Fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life, and that's true for everybody. That's my editorial comment. They are blocking your creativity, not good for a Leo, 5th house creativity and good fortune. And as a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. Said no Leo ever. You can change this situation by consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Okay, that makes sense by detoxifying your thoughts, trusting that there is a higher plan in play. Now, I told you I'm doing Course in Miracles. There's a wonderful lesson in there. I place the future in the hands of God. Oh, brings such peace. And you can change the word God. Editorialize as needed. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love, imagining yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Visualize all the colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you. Feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and heart, and imagine your thoughts being infused with eternal light. Now, eternal light doesn't mean all of time. It means from beyond time. So you're really talking about bathing your thoughts in eternal truth. Truth and light are the same thing. Practice this each day, and it will help transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspirations. Perfect for a waxing moon read. There is nothing to fear. You are eternally surrounded by love, and that is truth. Love is who we are. Strip away the costume and the makeup of humanity. We are divine beings, immortal souls, sent here to play a role. Wait till you hear about meta-incarnation. Makes reincarnation look like yesterday's news. Last 500 lives news. All right, safe home, fire, Stitchitite and serpentine. Just a little hard to say. Let's get your element of air. Healing with the Angels Oracle. Who are the angels you need to think about, read about, research, pray to, chant, whatever. Breathe. As I call upon the angels and archangels of fire and the sign of Leos, the Michaelites, the Legion of Archangel Michael, please. Who are the healing angels, the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading most need to focus on mentally, to feed that element of fire of safe home, working perhaps with Stitchitite and Serpentine. Otherwise, really getting that that meditation, right? That their fears are kind of dulling their life, their creativity. What is it that they can focus on here with the healing angels to help them with this new moon? This new moon in Leo to full moon next in August. Balance. The healing angels of balance will do just that. Help you heal by bringing you into balance, which does indicate that there is an imbalance. Now, I'm just getting on this, that this might be that you're putting out more than you receive. And as a result, you're feeling a little wobbly, right? The fears. Look, the ego is at war. It worries, anticipates, and regrets. Gets you coming and going. The soul, the truth of who you are, this eternal light that we talked about there in Stitchitite and Serpentine, it is raw. It respects, acknowledges, and welcomes. So take some time to get into balance. And, you know, how easy is it to balance yourself? We're even talking about chakras here, right? Your energy centras. Written in the bookie book. So maybe there's some energy balancing work that you could do, or ask for, you know, a friend to do. If you are Reiki, Schmakey, Eggs and Bakey, you could do that to yourself. But certainly rest seems to me as a Leo, because I'm creative every single day, not always on camera, that you can burn out, right? And fears can easily set in when we are burnt out. It means our nervous systems are inflamed, and the ego is the personality that arises from an overstimulated, inflamed nervous system. So to feel safe, right? I place the future in the hands of the divine. Okay, Party Turner, here we go. The Whispers of Love Oracle, representing the element of water here. And I call this the Party Turner because all of a sudden you're dealing with a soulmate, or, you know, this is a spiritual connection that defies explanation. And then we're in a soul contract read. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, the Leo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, what is their whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, or insight they need for their element of water, the emotional power behind their intention, their spell, their whatever they're doing, with their element of fire, safe home, element of earth, Stitchitite and Serpentine. With the healing angels of balance and their element of air, what is their element of water? Their whisper of love from the higher selves of all involved, this new to full. I'm sorry, I have to do it. Forgive me, I can't help myself. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I could always be a Neil Diamond impersonator. Oh, ouch, if you're unfamiliar. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. And I get that with that Stitchitite and Serpentine meditation, healing, balancing your energy centers, the heart chakra. In the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, there are 10 spheres in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. They're all related to chakras, 7 levels, right? So the 7 chakras. The heart chakra Tiferet is about balance, and it is in the heart chakra. Love is divine power, the grace of fortitude, and the grace of healing. That's in my book, Words of Grace. It's broken down my chakra chapter. To turn on your heart light, to meditate upon times when you experienced love. And remember, that's not just romantic, right? Like love of cake. Depends on your definition of cake nowadays, right? I love me some cake that way. But, you know, to turn on your heart light, like, I love my garden. Right now, there are blue jays just a-flocking all over the place. I put out birdseed for them every day. I love sitting out there. So why not meditate, ruminate, steep in those love energies, because love is the opposite of fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. Course in Miracles introduction. Yeah, I'm a miracle witch. I've been teaching Course in Miracles for decades. It's funny how it comes into my life again now. I'm doing the workbook, 365 days. Highly recommend it, but read the text too. There's an app for that. All right, your element of spirit, the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. You know I can't do a reading without trying to get at least one Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck card in here. And this would be your element of spirit, right? To empower all of this. So certainly this is a mantra that you can do as you cast, intend, meditate, what have you for this new moon waxing to full, but certainly something that you can keep in mind. You know, I teach spell casting, I have for decades, and I say you gotta let the cake bake. You can't keep checking it, and don't tell any other people about it, but you can certainly keep the vibe going with a lovely mantra. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the Ascended Masters, we're going to say General Assembly here, because I don't know that this is specific to one contract or another, one soul contract or another, please. Certainly there's healing involved here with the safe home. And turning on their heart light. Maybe there's some emotional healing, right? Courage. This is so very Leo, the courage to follow the heart, to be brave, to feel what needs to be felt here, and deal with what needs to be dealt with here. Please, what is their perfect healing mantra to help them with this safe home so they can cast this circle roundabout? Safety now is beyond doubt, with Stitch It Tight and Serpentine in their earth, the healing angels of balance in their air, and turning on their heart light. Neil Diamond in their element of water, really juicing up from the inside out. What's the perfect healing mantra to help them with this new moon to full moon? Next, unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. Ooh. Yeah. So you're waxing learning here, but boy, doesn't that take safety to do that. I live alone. My cats don't judge well. Not everything. They may not like what goes in their bowl. With me, they're pretty cool, right? So if I bust out in tears and emotional healing, they're just sitting around me, like, "You okay, mama?" Little paw on the shoulder, right? So having the safety and safe boundaries to do that, right? Necessary. I'm going to read from the bookie book, but it does make sense. Even if you can't get that Stitch It Tight and Serpentine, that there's a balancing going on here by opening your heart and unhooking the past. This is a great mantra, right? There is nothing to regret. Remember, the ego regrets. That's how you know if you're in regret, that the ego is involved, but not to push it down, right? To embrace it without it taking over by opening your heart. Whatever arises, love that. Matt Kahn's first book. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. As a matter of fact, in his third book, The Universe Always Has a Plan, 10 Golden Rules of Letting Go, the very first one is you've done nothing wrong. This is all a script down here. We are in a huge video game and have been since Jump, right? All this starseed stuff. What's the point of like spirituality if you're a body? I'm not a body. I'm free. I'm still as God created me. So you're a soul that's playing a role in a video game with near infinite variety of choice and free will as you go. Doesn't mean you always get what you want, but you always get what you need. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you are able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity of the past, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. Huge, right? People think things happen to them. They happen for them. They happen for us. But the ego don't like that, right? How did this happen to me? What's the reason? There's a purpose, and unhooking the past, no need to regret if you learn from it. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded, which I think we can all use a nice hefty dose of. Let me put this together for you in a lovely little prayer-zy-ware-zy blessing thing. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please may the Leo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need. This, their new moon in Leo, waxing to full, that they call upon the healing angel of balance in their element of air to help them see the balance and to open their heart, certainly indicated in their element of water, to turn on their heart light, allowing themselves in this moment and ongoing to reflect on a time where they experienced love, maybe working with a piece of stitchitite and serpentine if they can get a hold of it, if not, simply doing it in meditation, understanding that the fears that they have are most likely about the past repeating, so that they can what? Unhook the past, getting that there's nothing to regret when they learn from their past, so they can really establish the safe home in their life, literally, personally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, that they cast this circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. Pretty good. I don't know. Kind of like it. Go. So there's your reading. You want to book a private one for me? I told you how. There's a vid in the description box you can check out. And if you want to follow me on social media, there are links in the description box below, but I highly recommend the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short private Facebook group. No one knows you're in it. You can find it, but no one knows you're in it. And of course, there's a linky dinky for that as well. Otherwise, check out my book, Words of Grace. You can preview it for free, and you don't need Kindle. You just need the free Kindle app to do so. And the dedication is to my mother, who I cannot wait to see next week. So yeah, go check out my back catalog. You can do that now, but my Vimeo stuff will be posting with previews and all of that on the Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page, my Twitter at ProfWitch, all of that. You know, I'm Leo Rising. I gotta tell you, I gotta show you, don't I? Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, my beloved Leonians. One more Thorpe, why not? Oh, hell. Oh, I feel so good. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.